My name's Julianne Richards and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in southern Tasmania. Please forgive me for going on live a little bit early. I do actually have a family function that I'd totally forgotten about and I have to get ready. It's an early lunch. We have to leave quite early to get down there. It's about half an hour's drive away. So forgive me. Hopefully if you've missed the live, you can watch me on replay later on. Just bear with me while I check my volume. Yep, okay, so the volume looks okay. I'm going to share it over to group so that lovely ladies over there can see it as well. Hopefully you've had a great weekend so far. We had launch yesterday and I think everybody who came along to launch enjoyed themselves. There was some great products that we saw and some prizes and everything. So hopefully everyone had a good time there as well. Stevie's just come home. He went and got Ruby from our son's sleep. She had a sleepover at Sammy's house last night, so he's just come back with her. So I wonder how she went. Anyway, all good. Okay, so as I say, thanks for joining me. And we're going to have a bit of a look at some new products. I probably am playing a little bit of catch up here with showing you stuff from the new catalogue. I know we've looked at a lot of the online exclusives, but this is probably the first time I've looked at any brand new catalogue items. Explanation for that being is that because I had launch, I like to save all my new stuff for the ladies who come along to launch, and now I can start showing new stuff to everyone else as well. So that's sort of my logic being that it doesn't make sense to show everyone all my new stuff and then just regurgitate it again to the ladies who pay to come along to launch. But anyway, that's my logic and I'll stick to it. All right, so yeah, brand new stuff from the mini catalogue and from the Saleabration freebies, which we're going to have a look at today. Before we start, I do want to show you a couple of things. I am still taking orders for my February Funfold class. It's been really popular so far. So the ladies anyone who orders and pays now, I will order the product for you after the 31st of January, so from the 1st of February, and you will get your kits early, mid-February when I get back. We're having a little bit of a road trip with me and Stephen, having a road trip till mid-February. So I'll do kits and everything when I get back in mid-February, and I'll get your kits to you by the end of February. So still, it's a February class. You'll get it in February. These are the 3 cards. The theme for this month will be cascading cards, and you've got 3 examples here. So we've got a pleated cascading card, a trifold or a Z-fold cascading card, and this one is like a little gatefold cascading card. The paper I'm featuring is the Floral Delight Designer Series paper from the new mini catalogue, and you'll also get half a pack of the cute little tiny bee trinkets as well. So great class. It's been very popular. I normally cut as many as I think I'm going to need, and I used those pretty quickly, hence the fact that I have to order more and get the rest of the kits ready when I get back from our break. Okay, so that's the February class. Reach out either by email or over on Facebook if you'd like to pop your name down for that one. Australian customers only, of course. Another thing I just wanted to point out before we go any further is and I've got to remember to see the graphic, my brand new Scrapbook Club. I've started it this year. It's my big promise to myself that I do more scrapbooking. The way this club is going to work, you just buy the scrapbook workshop kit from me, so either directly or via my online store, and you will get to join an exclusive Facebook group where I have got some videos showing how I have put together the standard pages that Stampin' Up! Suggest. So this is the workshop kit we're going to feature in February. It's the Everyday You and Me workshop kit. So I'll give you videos where I cut all the pieces and pop them together for the 3 double page layouts. Then I will show you some cards that I've made with the leftovers. So there's quite a bit of leftovers from these kits. They're very, very generous. So I've got 5 cards that I've popped together with the leftovers from these layouts. And I've also got 3 suggested alternative layouts as well that I will pop up in that exclusive Facebook group also. Quite proud of them actually. They've turned out really well, and I'm just getting back into my scrapbooking as well. So if you're a newbie for scrapbooking, or you want to get back into it, or you just would like to have a little bit of support while you do some pages, please think about joining my scrapbooking club. Every month there'll be a different workshop kit that we'll work on. So as I say, the month of February is the Everyday You and Me, and then March we will be doing, there's a cute bee workshop kit that's come out. I think it's meant to be or something like that. That's what we're going to work on in March. So you can do 1 month, you can do every month. It's just up to you. You just buy the kit and you get to join the group. We also have the wonderful joining offer in Saleabration that goes through to the end of February. I won't go into it now. I have mentioned it many times, but option 1 is an amazing free offer where you get the 2 packs of pens and the stamp set absolutely free, bringing the value of that particular option up to close to $400 for $169, including free postage. But anyway, we won't harp on that one. If you're interested, it would be really, really great to have you join my team. And, lots of support, lots of friendly crafters in the Chatty Stampers team. Anyway, let's do some crafting. Today I'm going to be working with the friendly Seagulls Saleabration freebie. I think this one's probably the cutest one that we're giving away for free this year. You can choose it free with $100 purchase. That's Australian dollars. It's Australian through my online store, which is obviously an Australian store. Yeah, $100 purchase, you get this little guy free if you choose him. There's lots of other things you can choose, and they're all in our Saleabration catalogue here in the brochure. Little friendly seagulls there on page 6, but there's lots of other things you could choose. Embossing folders, designer series paper, lots of other stamps. A bit of everything there, some ribbon and some bling that you could choose as well. Also, if you spend $200, you can also get obviously more extensive freebies. There's the heart-shaped bundle, that's free with a $200 spend, or the corner in blooms, which is also free if you have a $200 spend. So I'm going to actually be featuring that one in a video in the not too distant future as well. Okay, Saleabration freebie, I have that and catalogues in droves if you would like to reach out, and I will send you copies in the mail, obviously, again, just for Australian customers. Okay, so this is the little card I'm going to make with our friendly seagulls. Absolutely love this. I'm a bit addicted to this design at the moment, especially when there's 3 little guys there that just begging for their own, to be seen in this design. And we'll just go through the stamp set. It's the 3 little seagulls. There's some sentiments there. I love you more than French fries or chips. You'll notice I've used French fries there. I know it's not a particularly Australian thing. We would call them chips, but chips was too short. I wanted a longer sentiment there, so it was purely artistic reasons that I chose the French fries. Actually, even I think lots of people in Australia now call them fries. So I could have just gone fries, but again, that was too short, and I wanted a longer sentiment in that little particular place. So we're going to use all three of our little seagulls. The chips there, I'll call it chips now. The chips there. Actually, in fact, we're going to use practically every stamp in this one to actually pop this little card together. So let's have a go at it. Okay, pop him over there. So I've prepared a fair bit. As I say, I've got this family function to go to fairly soon, so I've got to go and have a shower and get ready for that, try and make myself presentable. And I have actually already fussy cut these little guys. It'd be great if there was dies with this one, but I suppose then he would be a little bit more expensive than he is. Okay, so I've got a white card base, 4 1/8 by 5.5, normal size for me, and another piece of white cardstock, which I've already cut out the little windows. Now here are the little windows. I've used the stitched sort of round-edged rectangle, and that's from the Nested Essentials dies. This is a staple from the annual catalogue. It's got, if you've never seen it, I use it quite a lot, so it has 4 of each different sort of nested shapes. This is the round rectangle that we've used, and I've used about the middle-sized one of there. You've got a stitched banner as well, and then there's this sort of hexagon shape as also. So really handy die set. I mean, obviously, usually I would just use the inside, but this time I'm actually using it to create our cute little windows. I have actually kept the little out cuts because we're going to use those to make our little seagull backgrounds. Okay, so I've got that. As I say, already cut that. Don't let me do it that way. It's got to go that way. So if you think I'm going to be putting it on that way, please yell out quickly and stop me because it has to go this way. I'll explain why that's an issue for me when in a second when we have a look at another card. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'll just stamp and colour one of these little guys. I've already given it away that I've already done all of them, but I just wanted to show you how quick and easy it is to stamp one of these little guys. So I'll just grab one of them and pop it on a block. And then I'll grab my black ink, which I should have kept out. That's silly. Just finished tidying up from launch yesterday. Oh my goodness, I make so much mess when I'm crafting, especially when I'm crafting pretty much non-stop for 6 hours. Oh, we had a bit of a lunch break, but I actually did crafting in the lunch break as well. So yeah, it was a big day for six hours of crafting. Sounds like heaven until you're actually halfway through it and realise how exhausted you are. But anyway, here we go. So that's our little seagull guy. All I've done is just grab my crushed curry. Yep, this is my crushed curry marker. Now I'm using markers to colour these a lot of images at the moment, just because I wanted to show you how easy it is to use our markers, especially because they are part of our joining offer. With the markers, you get 2 ends, the same as we do with our blends. There's a brush end and a stub end. Yeah, it's really handy. I love the brush end. It really feels like you're an artist when you use that brush end. So you can actually get in the joining offer, you can get 2 what we call colour families. So Stampin' Up puts all their colours into families, and each family has 10 colours. So you can get 20 different coloured markers just for that in that free offer. So to do his wings, I've got a combination of basic grey and a lighter grey, which is the smoky slate. So I'm just going to pop the darker one in this little band here. And the lighter one at his wing tip. I've got to admit, I didn't pop outside and check out a seagull and see what they're actually coloured like. So this might not be strictly realistic. I just thought it looked really cute, and that's what I'm going for. So there we are. So I've coloured all 3 seagulls the same way, and I've fussy cut them. As I say, there's no dyes. I've probably been a little bit more fussy when I fussy cut these guys because they are going to have that sort of look up and out. They're looking. Hang on, how do I say this? They're going to be sort of in front of the little windows. So I have actually fussy cut up between their legs as well and in their beak, whereas I suppose if I was doing a normal one, I'd probably just sort of go around it roughly, but I have taken out those little fine pieces as well. And here they are. So here's that little guy there, all fussy cut. Here's a little guy with his chips in his mouth. He's fussy cut as well. The chips, I used wild wheat for the fries. There's another one there. And I have also coloured and fussy cut 2 packs of the little fries as well. There we are. So they're going to sit in front of those windows. But let's have a look at these windows first. Oh, I haven't got any brushes out. Forgive me, I popped them back. It's getting a bit enthusiastic. Cleaning up after launch yesterday, I got a little bit, or before launch, I got a little bit carried away and cleaned everything up. I actually want a blue ink and a yellow ink. So I'm going to use, forgive me while I reach across the camera, I'm going to use my Azure Afternoon and my Daffodil Delight. So I'm making these, the little coloured panels behind the windows, and I'm using the blends. So what I'm going for is that the bottom looks a bit like the beach, like the sand of the beach, and the top is obviously the sky. Okay, so I'll start with the yellow. And good morning to everyone as you join. I can see people saying hello as they come on. It's lovely to see you. Apologies again that I'm a little bit earlier than I said I would be. As I say, I've got this family function to get ready for. So if you noticed when I brought the windows in that I'd cut with the shapes, we've got two that are sort of portrait orientation and one that's actually a landscape orientation. So I have to make sure that I keep the sand at the bottom of each of these rather than at this, which is different for the portrait version. Okay. I'll just give that a little bit of yellow at the bottom, what's going to be the bottom, and then do the same for the other two. Okay. Stevie's talking to Ruby. You can hear him in the background there. As much as he complains about her being in his face all the time, he really does miss her when she's not around. Sort of sits there and sort of had a bit of a loss. It's like when the kids go somewhere, like on camp or go and stay at friends' house. As much as you think, oh, it'd be so nice to have a break from the kids, when they're actually gone, it feels a little bit quiet and empty. Especially now they've gone, very quiet and empty. Anyway, yes, he does miss her as much as he complains about her. And he is really her human, so she really does hang on his every movement. Okay, so this is my azure afternoon. This is going to be our sky. I'm just going to meet that in the middle with our blue blending brush. Just a little bit like this. Yep. Okay, so that there. Now, as I mentioned, I had launch yesterday, and as associated with launch, I put together a nice big PDF with all the instructions and the product listings and the cut and the measurements and links to video tutorials for all the cards that I created. So I created 15 cards for yesterday's launch. So I have a PDF with all those instructions and everything available. Admission time, I wasn't happy with the videos that I created for it. So whereas I would normally sell that PDF after the day was over, I'd sell it to people who couldn't come along so they can see the projects. I am actually giving it away this time. So if you place a $20 order, $20 or above order with me, I'll take it through to the end of February. If you place a $20 order, I will send you the PDF for yesterday's launch free as a thank you. As I say, they were fine. They're perfectly watchable, but they just didn't. Yeah, some days videos just don't work. They don't go. The internet's slow and the picture's blurry or the sound's all over the place. That's what I found with a couple of the videos. So I wasn't happy. So I'm not selling it. I'm actually giving it away. And all you need to do to get it for free is to place a $20 order, which is very, very small. And I'm sure you could find $20 worth that you'd like to buy out of the catalogue. So as I say, that's the offer there. And I've popped that in my Facebook group if you would like to check that out for details as well. Okay, so there's our little there's our little sunset, our little beach scenes. Now I'm going to keep the azure afternoon and the daffodil delight ink out. I'm going to pop a little bit of detail from these other stamps into the picture. So the stamp set has some cool little seagulls in the background there, which I've got the stamp here. Grab a little block. I'm just going to give each of these little windows a bit of seagull action in the background. Just tone on tone there. Nothing's going to sort of jump out too dramatically. Just do it so it looks a wee bit different. So I've got half on one side and half on the other on that one. And I'll do something similar on this one as well. So we've got some seagulls in the background there. Grab my wipe. And on the sand, I'm going to use this cute little shell bundle here. Just a little bit of shells there. So I'll pop those in the sand, wherever they are there. And again, just tone on tone, I'm going to use the yellow, the Daffodil Delight for these. Just pop those just so they look like they're sitting in the sand. There we are. Right, so they're our little backgrounds. They're ready to go into our card once we pop these in. What I'm going to do is get our little windows that we've cut. I'm going to grab a huge amount of dimensionals because it's going to take a lot, because I want the windows to sit up a little bit away from the edge of from the background of the card. So I probably have to use a few more than we normally would. Apologies if that's you sending me a message. Obviously I'm not quite able to pick it up right now. Oh, I know who it could be. This family function that we're going to. Sammy had my son's organised it, and he's invited his grandmother, who my mother can't quite manage to do much of anything in the mornings. She's not a morning person. So I have a feeling she's probably just woken up and decided that 11:30 is too early to be anywhere. So I'll bet you $1 million that's what the messages are. We'll see. She could surprise me. Whereas most of us are halfway through our day at 11:30, thinking about lunch or whatever. Nana tends to still be just dragging herself out of bed. In all fairness, since my dad passed, she doesn't sleep very well. So I think that's part of the problem. Okay, so I've got this and I've put it the right way. Yay. So I'm just going to pop that as central as I can. It's very hard when you're doing a video, because normally when I was doing that, if I was doing that in my craft room on my own, I'd have my head over the top of it, but then you couldn't see what I was doing. So I have to do it, sit back and sort of do it at a distance, which is a little bit hard to get them central if you're doing it like that. Okay, so let's pop our little backgrounds in. I'm going to just, as I say, reinsert these little rectangles. Just with some glue on the back of them. And let them go right down into the background, right back into the card, so they're actually set back a wee bit. Yes, Janine says the gulls are adorable. Yes, Janine, I think they are. I think they're the character set of this year's celebration. I know every year there seems to be a sort of a comical little set that they bring out. A few years ago there was a set with a whole group of meerkats all sort of standing up and looking at the camera like they were having their photo taken. That was the sort of fun, cute set. And we've had, what have we had? We've had hippopotamuses, sheep, all sort of cartoon type characters. There always seems to be at least one. And it's always very popular. So, yeah, no, I'm really happy with it that they brought these seagulls in. They do get a little bit of a bad rap sometimes, but these guys are cute. Okay, so speaking of them, I'm going to bring them in now and pop them on some dimensionals and put them in their places. So this little guy, pop him there. Now, I might, if I was making this to give away, or I probably will afterwards, I'd probably pop a tiny bit of glue just up under his foot there so that it sticks down to the card base. So anywhere where the foot is on the front cover, on the front bit, I would pop a little bit of glue just to keep it from folding up and ripping. Stevie's gone swimming. So this little guy here as well, he's going to sit in there. That's just moved slightly. I'll pop him here. And this guy here, he's quite cute. He's already managed to score some fries, so he's got them in his mouth. And if I'm not mistaken, I think he's actually winking at me. So he's very cheeky, that one. Pop him there. Okay, and then just add these little packets of chips, little fry packets there. I'm going to put one next to this little guy who's scored the chip in his scavenging. I'll pop one there. I'm going to make this one look like it's fallen over, so that's where he's managed to get his chips from. And the second one just sitting next to this guy down the bottom. There we are. There's our little trio of mischievous seagulls. Now for sentiment, I'm going to be a little bit tricky with the sentiment and actually cut them down to size, so there's just little narrow strips. I'm going to get my Azure Afternoon, use Dear Friend, wherever that is. No, that's French fries. Hey Friend it is, isn't it? Is it Hey Friend? Yeah, Hey Friend. Hey Friend, I love you more than... Where's the rest of it? Did it fall out somewhere? Have I not popped it away properly? Oh, I love you more than is missing. I can't see it. Did it fall? Oh no, it's here. Oh phew, I had my heart in my mouth. I love you more than. Definitely need a break from the craft room today and French fries. So after I finish this, I'm not going to think craft at all. After 6 hours of it yesterday. Anyway, all good. So, hey friend, I love you more than French fries. So we'll go with the French fries again, even though it's not very Australian. And I'm going to grab my scissors and I'm going to cut these. Now, it's a little bit daunting cutting your sentiment strips, I know, but I think it fits the style of this card, you know, the scrappy nature of a flock of seagulls trying to steal your takeaways. So I'm just going to cut it just like that, just into thin little strips. That is a little bit too rough, that bit. Even I can't go with that. There we go, that's better. Okay, So 3 little strips with our "Hey friend, I love you more than French fries." Okay, so "Hey friend" is going to go here at the top. I might swap out my big dimensionals for some little ones. If I can find them. Now. So one dimensional on there where it's going to be suspended over the window, and then a little bit of glue in the centre where it's sort of overlapping the frame. "Hey friend, I love you more than." This is all glue because it's going to sit across the frame there. And French fries. So again, one dimensional where it's going to be hanging over the window, and then some glue. There. There you are. "Hey friend, I love you more than French fries." Chips, fries. Do you want fries with that? Yes, please. Okay, so bling. I thought I would just use some of our rhinestone basic jewels just to give it a little bit of shine. Doesn't need too much, I don't think. Still pretty cute. Just 3 little rhinestones. 3? No, I think I used 5. Well, I must love this friend more than French fries. So I've actually used 5 bling. I don't use 5 bling for anyone. 1 and 2. And 1 over here. And a couple over here. There you are. So that is our seagull, our friendly seagull card. There we are. That needs a little bit of a dimensional on there as well. I'll do that later. So, okay, hopefully you like that one. As I say, the friendly seagulls are free with a $100 purchase during Saleabration. So that Saleabration ends on the 28th of February this year. So make sure you jump on, order your $100 worth of wonderful products and grab this friendly seagulls stamp set absolutely free. Just wanted to show you one other card that I made using this same sort of window technique. And this is one that I showed the ladies yesterday during my launch. And it's using the Darling Dino bundle, which is in the new mini catalogue. So if you're into sort of these cute little dinosaur figures, then this card's probably a good one to try. Same sort of thing with the windows, but it uses the 3 little dinosaurs. So there we are. So a little Triceratops, a little probably a Diplodocus or something like that, and a T-Rex, just in some bright, beautiful colours. It's a great stamp set for children cards. It's a great stamp set for baby cards because the dies have some dies that would be great for that as well. So yeah, same sort of thing with the windows, but using the dinosaurs instead of the seagulls. But yeah, hopefully you like that one as well. And as you can see, if there's 3 characters to a stamp set, the 3 windows makes it a great way to feature all 3 of those little guys. So anyway, I will leave you now and I'll go and have a shower and get ready to go out this for lunch today. Have a great rest of your Sunday. Have a great week, and I will see you all again next week.